Hey y'all want to know something funny? I did not have this microphone turned on the whole time I recorded the video. The whole time.
God over money, the new movement. Let's go.
What's up, everyone? It's Drew with No Debt But Love, where we strive to live out Romans 13:8, which is to allow no debt to remain outstanding, but to continue in debt to love one another. This video, I wanted to talk about my 3 reasons I chose to attend Abilene Christian University. So as you all may know, I had finished paying off my student loans in April. I had $85,308.17 of student loans. It took me almost 9 years to complete it. It took a lot of sacrifice. It was tough. My daughter, she's 4 years old now. She will always say, "Daddy, I don't want to hear student loans anymore. Don't say student loans." But I'm so grateful that now my 2-year-old son, he won't have to constantly hear this talk about the dreaded student loans. And if you do still have student loans, this channel is dedicated to encouraging you and to also help and inspire the next generation to avoid student loans at all costs. Let's stay away from those things. But for this video, here are the 3 reasons why I chose to attend Abilene Christian University. Well, I am originally from Houston, and Abilene is about a 5.5 hour drive. For me, however, if you're Drew, it's gonna take you 6.5 hours to get from Houston to Abilene, right? Because I'm a slow driver. I get lost. I can get lost trying to find my way out of a paper bag, y'all. It's nuts. Everywhere I go, I still need GPS. I'm still trying to get better with my sense of direction, but hey, I guess this is just my thorn that's gonna have to be on my side for the rest of my life. But I decided that I wanted to go to Abilene because I did not want to stay in Houston. I knew that I wanted to experience something different. And so yes, I chose a school that was 5.5 hours away for that reason. And in the way that impacted me greatly, because guess what? Emergencies don't stop happening just because you go off to college. Life doesn't say, "Oh, wait up, wait up. Drew is trying to make something of his life. He's trying to make something of himself. Let me take it easy on him." No. The first tragedy that I experienced was my grandmother. She passed away from cancer during my sophomore year. But the most impactful thing for my immediate family was my stepfather. He ended up having complications with kidney failure. He would just be so sick, and there were times I thought he wouldn't make it, and it really wore on me mentally to where I wanted to be home, but my parents told me, "Hey Drew, go to school. There's nothing for you here." And my first year of college, it was so hard. I had to have visited that counseling center so many times. And so again, if you choose to go to a school that's far away, emergencies don't stop happening, okay? The second reason why I decided to attend Abilene Christian University was because I wanted a faith-based institution. I wanted to go to a school where I would hear a lot about the Bible. All right, I'm a Christian, no surprise. But what I didn't realize how that impacted me is that with the United States, we have this thing called separation of church and state. And so the United States doesn't hold any religious organizations over public secular ones. So what that means is that instead of getting more funding, a lot of times these private schools may get less state funding, because with the state of Texas, private schools, religiously backed schools, do not receive state funding to reduce their tuition. So the only way for these private schools like Abilene Christian University to continue to function and run as they should, they have to rely more on tuition and also gifts. So charitable gifts from the alumni association or from individual alumnus like myself. So with that being said, private school tuition can be a little bit higher. And I didn't realize that. And so with Abilene Christian tuition being a little bit higher due to it being a private school, I ended up taking out more debt. And again, I ended up graduating with $85,308.17. But check this out. You do get what you pay for. I am grateful for the quality of education that I've received from ACU. Thinking back, I was no way, shape, or fashion prepared to go off to college. I am one of 8 in my family, and we didn't know a lot about college. So the first reason why I decided to attend Abilene Christian University was for the distance. I wanted to be away from home, from Houston. I wanted to see something new. The second reason was I wanted a faith-based school. I wanted to learn more about Jesus Christ. And the third and final reason why I chose Abilene Christian University and how it impacted me was that my best friend at the time, he told me while we were during our senior year that he was going to go to college at ACU. And I was like, Abilene Christian University, I never heard of this. Tell me more. I was thinking about also Houston Baptist University, but literally I could have ridden my bike to get straight to Houston Baptist University, or I could have gotten on one metro bus, and gotten there like in 10 minutes. And I really wanted that separation for a little bit from my parents and myself. I wanted to grow as a man, as a person. But then again, that ended up biting me because my stepfather ended up getting sick. But here's the thing. Here's a life lesson to y'all out there. You do not make decisions based on a best friend because they're going to a school, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Do not make big financial decisions or big college decisions based on a romantic relationship unless you are married. So for me, it wasn't because of a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It was because of my best friend that I grew up with from middle school, high school, went to college. And here's the thing. We may decide to attend a school based on our best friend's decision, but when that tuition bill comes due though, you're on the hook for it, not your best friend. So remember, you want to consider the proximity of where you're going to go to school. You also, because emergencies never stop. Emergencies will never stop to happen, okay? Second thing is you want to consider the cost. If it's a private school, just be aware that it may cost you a little bit more, but you do get what you pay for. If I attended a public school, I probably wouldn't have finished, because with a private school at Abilene Christian University, the class sizes were so small, and I really got to know my professors. I even went to their houses, ate with them, really got to know them as individuals, as people, as opposed to just Dr. So-and-so. Okay, so I thank y'all for that. Thank you so much. And the third and final reason, I chose a best friend to follow him when I was on the hook for $85,308.17. So that's all I got for you all on this video. I just want to encourage y'all, if you're going through any hardships, we can get through it. A lot of times when I'm telling myself even now, I got to get out of my own head. So for anybody that's being impacted out there, I want to remind you to stay strong, fight on, and have no debt but love. Peace and blessings, y'all. The whole time tripping. Y'all stay safe. Peace and blessings. And I'm still talking on the microphone like it's on. Come on, man. Tripping.